Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's just Chris back with a semi-rant, a bit of a rant really, a little bit about Ryan Fraser. Yes, the ghost, if you want to call him that, because we never really see him, and when he comes, he's never really there. To be honest with you, he's a bit transparent on the pitch, really, bit shit. So yeah, the story goes is that Ryan Fraser. Eddie Howe has confirmed that Ryan Fraser is training with the under-21s because apparently, quote, he only wants to concentrate on players who are focused on Newcastle United. Now, this is not good for Ryan Fraser, really. Ryan Fraser came to Newcastle United. We thought it was quite a good signing. We thought that he might have done bits, obviously, Bruce signed him. But we all know he came under a bit of a cloud from Bournemouth. He down tools for Bournemouth when they were in the shit. They needed him in a relegation fight. That followed him round a little bit. I think that's one of the reasons one of the bigger teams didn't really go for him as well. No fairness to us at the time. He came in, by and large, has he been good? Not really. I think he's been pretty shit. He's been injured a lot. He's really flattered to deceive. He's had a couple of little moments here, there and everywhere. But in all fairness, I just think he's been a really piss poor signing. And for the age of the lad and the ability that he's got, he should be able to do a lot better than he is. But he's just been really disappointing. And it looks like his attitude stinks, to be honest with you. We were all a little bit, I wouldn't say worried, but we were all a little bit interested, intrigued when Eddie Howe came back as to whether there would be any bad blood between Eddie Howe and Ryan Fraser. But, we seem to embrace him. We called him wee man all the time, and, said how he knows him as a player and he likes him and all that kind of stuff. But it's pretty obvious where people have stepped up and excelled. The likes of Miggy, the likes of Longstaff and Emil Kraft. They've all upped their games under Eddie Howe and improved massively as players. Joe Litton, no more than Joe Litton. Ryan Fraser hasn't done it. He hasn't put it in. I don't think he wants to improve. I don't think he wants to. He wants to be a better player. I don't know what his problem is. He seems to have an attitude problem. He seems to have a massive chip on his shoulder. We haven't got time for players like that anymore. We're a much better team than we were. We're in a much better position than we were in before. We're looking up the table, not down the table. We're trying to qualify for Champions League. We've just been in a cup final. And we've done most of that without Ryan Fraser, really. He's not really been in the picture for a long time. So, as far as I'm concerned, if his attitude stinks, fuck him, get rid, bin him off in the summer. Don't need him. He's deadwood anyway. Is he better than Jacob Murphy on his day? In terms of a footballer, yes. In terms of an end product, yes. In terms of attitude, no. Jacob Murphy's got a much better attitude than Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser's attitude clearly stinks. We don't want that at the club. It's toxic. It ruins that unity. He's come out really badly here, Ryan, I think. And it's probably going to affect his next move. Big Premier League team won't take him. Possibly, relegation fodder teams or top championship teams might give him a chance. But yeah, his days at Newcastle are clearly numbered. He's maybe thrown his toys out the pram a bit because he didn't get a move in the January window. I think he was angling for a move. There was talk of Everton being interested, and maybe him and Everton were a match made in heaven given the state that they're in. But yeah, I think for me, Ryan Fraser's done. He's finished. Shouldn't be back in the picture at all. Doesn't look like he will be. Come the summer, he'll be out in his arse. We'll get a much better player, much better upgraded player than Ryan Fraser. Disappointing, but it's quite good to see Eddie Howe dealing with bad attitudes and bad apples in such a way, despite the loyalty and the nostalgia to the player. We questioned about the loyalty to Wilson. Was that a mistake Eddie made in the final? I think it was, but potentially trusted Callum, who said he was right, he was ready, he was firing, he was able to do something and have an influence, and he obviously wasn't. He's not showed that level of nostalgia with Ryan Fraser. He's been quite brutal, and he's obviously shoved them into the under-21s. No desire to bring him back into the first team picture by the sound of it, and he'll obviously get rid of the first chance he gets. But let us know what you guys think about Ryan Fraser's time at Newcastle in the comments below. Yeah, for me, just a shit signing, really. I don't think you can say anything other than that. We've had signings that we've called shit signings have done much more in a Newcastle shirt than Ryan Fraser. Even Pancrati scored that fucking wonder goal against Watford. So you can maybe give him that. Maybe Stephen Ireland was worse, to be fair. Yeah, I'd probably say Stephen Ireland was terrible as a signing. Yeah, but Ryan Fraser, massive disappointment. Obviously doesn't want to be here anymore. Whatever, mate. Pack your bags, off you fuck. Let's upgrade. Let's get a better player. And there'll be way more deadwood than him getting shown the exit door, I think, in the summer transfer window. But this is Chris signing off. Let's keep supporting that team of Core United. We'll be back soon with some more semi-rant thoughts on subject videos soon enough. We'll catch you later. Cheers. Bye.